Okay, welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you how to play and a full playthrough of Blazon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is currently, while we're shooting this video, in Kickstarter. It has, I think, 6 days left. So by the time we post this video, it'll have a few days left. We're just going to do a brief how to play, and then you can obviously see how to play it and learn how to play it through our playthrough. So what you're doing is you're trying to get the most prestige points, and by decorating your shield. You're trying to decorate your shield with devices and tinctures based on certain placement rules. Your prestige track is around your shield. Each time you place a card on your shield, the prestige points are on the left and the right of the symbol in the middle.
Or the purple?
Mm-hmm. So that one is 2 prestige points. So the way the game ends is if someone reaches the 50 prestige, they go all the way around their shield, the game ends, and all the other players get to take one more turn. Or if someone has completely filled their shield, all the spaces are filled, it ends that way. Is that the only 2 end games? We ended it by... Oh, I knew there was something else. Or if all distinction cards have been, the rewards have been claimed. So there's 5 distinction cards here. So if every reward on when you claim the final distinction award, more than likely the game, I would think, will end the way we ended it. I filled my cards, and that's what ended the game. I could see, I guess, someone reaching 50 prestige. If you use the abatement token, you would get more points that way. We are going to be using the abatement token. We didn't use it in our practice game because we wanted to learn the basics first. But the abatement token basically allows you to break the rules a little and score a little more. But keep in mind, however, if it's still on top of your card and not in its starting place at the end of the game, when the game ends, you lose 8 prestige points. So you want to make sure that you've moved it back to its starting location before the game ends, or you're going to lose those 8 prestige points. So the setup is really easy. You start out, each player gets 2, I keep mixing up what those
devices.
Device cards and 2 tincture cards. And I'll explain those in a minute. You turn 4 device cards up, face up, and 2 tincture cards face up. This is obviously your main board that you play off of. These are your distinction cards. They each have a letter on the bottom, A through E. So there's 5 cards in each of these decks, the A through E. So you would randomly choose one of them, and they're 2-sided. This one's for 2 players. The other side is for 3 or 4 players, right?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, yeah, there's the 3. So you need to make sure you have the correct side facing up. And the only difference is you could see here, we're in a 2-player game. There's 2 X's on slot 3 and 4, which means you can't collect a reward here. It's 1 per player for each distinction card. So, and then you just slide them in there where it lines up with the little grooves on the board. And so the first player would put their distinction token on that spot. You don't score these till the end of the game. So if you have your distinction token there at the end of the game, you would get 3 prestige points. The second player to put theirs there only gets 1. And you're trying to basically get these, make sure that is a B, yeah. You're trying to have the symbols or number of cards with a certain number of prestige on your shield, and as soon as you do, you can put your prestige or your distinction token on there. So this first one, it's saying it wants you to have 3 or more cards worth 2 prestige or more. That would be really easy to do. So as soon as you have 3 cards on your shield that are worth 2 prestige or more, you would want to put your distinction token on there. This one, you want, it's either or, it looks like, right?
Yep.
So you would want to have, and these symbols are found, they're square, so they're on the device. You notice the tinctures are circles, and the devices are little squares. So you're looking for these symbols. You either want 2 or more cards with these symbols, or 2 or more cards with these symbols. And does that mean you have to have...
Yeah, that specific one has to be 2, and that one has to be 2.
And that one's 1?
Yep.
It doesn't really go over the specifics on those distinction cards, so you kind of have to... I assume he's right.
Well,
So you'd have to have 2 of these and 1 of these, it looks like, right? Yeah. 2 of those symbols and 1 of those symbols to get this one. The courage one, you would have to have 1 of that symbol, 1 of that symbol, and 3 of these little swords. And these are found, these are called augmentations. And there's, I think, 5 different symbols. They're all right here on this board. There's 5 different symbols. That's another way of scoring. So you need to have those 2 symbols and 3 cards with the sword augmentation. This one, you would need 1 of that symbol, 1 of that symbol, and you would also have to have, what is the black? Is that there? The black sword or shield here?
Shield. There's black shields.
Obviously there's a black shield. I don't remember that. So this would be this symbol, a black shield in the middle, and you need to have 3 of these castle-looking augmentations. This one, they're all worth the same amount of prestige points. This one, you would need 2 different augmentations, 3 different augmentations, and that symbol. So as you can see, that's like a public bonus that everyone's working towards. And then the rules of placement is you have to, I'm going to use this card. So you see this has the 2 little pink boxes. So on my shield, I have 1 here and 1 here that matches those. So when you're placing your cards, the very first one you place in a row determines the alignment. And what they're meaning by alignment is bottom alignment or top alignment. So I'm aligning it there with the top row. If I aligned it up here with the bottom row, that would be a bottom alignment, and these 2 need to follow suit. I would not be able to use these symbols. I have to only use these symbols. In this row, it's not a big deal because you can see it's question mark, so it's anything. If I put this one here in top alignment, I have to have a card with these symbols on the top of them to place one there. And this one is an easier one. The tinctures, these are all tincture cards. They're all random, so you can use any tincture card to go there. Another rule is you have to, when you're placing on the top row, none of them can be duplicates in this row. You can't have 2 of the same card. Same with these 2. These 2 cannot be duplicates. They have to be 2 different types of tinctures. So that's an important rule.
And that's indicated right here with the little marks.
Mm-hmm. And this one here is your cadency, and you can see mine and Anthony's are the same actually. But we can only place cards with this symbols on them, and that's the one that's required to get these 2 cards. So we would have to have this card placed here, and I don't think there's as many of these. I don't remember seeing that many of them in the decks. There's 2 actions you can take when you're doing your turn, and I forgot to say you also start out with 1 herald token. They're like little ink feather pins. I'll go over the herald token action in a minute. So there's 2 actions. There's let me make sure I have the right terminology. there's the acquire and the Blazon action. The acquire action, you can take 2 cards. You can either take 2 from this deck, 2 from this deck, 1 from each. You're just drawing 2 cards. So you look at them. Then if you decide, I want to switch those out, you can trade them for any face-up card as long as it's like for like. The tincture has to be traded with a tincture. The device has to be traded with a device. So you can take any of these cards and just switch them if you'd like.
Well, this one you wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, wait, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. So I broke my own rule right there for a second. So that's one thing you can do. Or you can just keep them and put them in your hand. You have a hand limit of 7. So at the end of your turn, if you have more than 7 cards in your hand, you need to discard down. And the discard pile is actually here. You've got these boards so close. So
yeah, we got to do that for the video.
For video purposes, we're going to have our discard piles up here. But normally they would be right here when you're playing in a normal game. The next action you can do instead of acquire is Blazon action. And that's where you're actually placing cards on your board. And you can place as many as you want as long as you have the cost to pay. So say I want to place this one, which is 4 prestige. And I could either place it here or here. So I'm just going to say I'm placing it there. So I need to pay 4 prestige in cards. So these 2 are worth 4. If, say, I didn't have 2 2s, I had a 5 and a 7 or a 3 and a 2. I had more than 4. You don't get change. So it's 4 or more, basically, that you have to pay in cards, and you just discard them to start. You start a discard pile. You 1 for each of those type of decks to play that card. And then you would score your prestige. That would be 4 prestige. Another thing in this game is when you land on or pass these markers here, you get an animal token. Animal tokens are worth 2 prestige points at the end of the game. Each time that happens, all the other players gain 1 of the herald tokens, and they're worth 1 at the end of the game if you don't use them. So that's an extra little bonus of points. It's not a major game breaker, but it does get you 2 more points. And they are cute, cool little wooden tokens. Again, this is a prototype, so I don't know what the final things are going to look like. But this is really nice prototypes, I will say. So that's your 2 options you have, normal actions. At any time, and you can use as many of these as you'd like as well during your turn, as long as you have them. Your herald tokens, and these are shown on the board here. This was the acquire, that's the Blazon, and this is the herald token actions. So you can use your herald token to place an additional card on your shield at the cost of only 1 prestige. So you could, if you had a card worth 1 prestige in your hand, you could pay no matter what. I could place this one that's worth 5. I could place it on my board, but I only have to pay 1 prestige from my hand. So that's what this is really good for. Also, you can use it to discard all the face-up cards and replenish them. You can use it to, what were the other actions? I didn't use it for the other actions. I can't remember. Oh, you could take 1 element card from the face-up display of either the device or tincture decks, and then you just refill it from the deck, or you could take the top card from the discard pile from either of those decks. So that's the 4 things you can do with your herald. And and at the end of the game, the scoring, there's an additional scorings. So you, not only do you score for the distinction cards, the animal tokens, and the heralds you have, there's also the augmentations. You count each augmentation that you have on your shield of each type. And the person that has the most of that, each augmentation scores an additional 2 prestige. So say I had 3 of these little swords, Anthony had 2, I would get 2 prestige for that one, and you just keep going one by one to each augmentation and just determining who gets the 2 points. If there's a tie, you don't get any points in a 2-player game. There's if you tie, you just don't get any points. In a regular game of more than 2 people, it says if more than 2 players are tied, there's no prestige is awarded. If 2 players are tied, each player receives 2 prestige. So if there's 3 or more players in the game, each person would get 2 prestige points if 2 people are tied. If there's more than 2 tied, then no one gets the points. Did I forget anything?
Mm-mm.
I think I got everything. If not, we will come across it when we're playing the game. So are you going to go first?
You can go first.
All right.
Sorry for my sniffling. Allergies are horrible.
Okay. Yeah, our weather is crazy here. It's 70 one day, 20 the next.
Snowing or sunny?
Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and play that. My card there. And I'm going to pay my 4. And I go up 4.
Oh, did you mention how you place?
Yeah.
Do you pay with cards?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. All right, my turn.
Making sure I didn't forget any little rules while you're playing. Oh, that was it. If this, you see how the tincture has both the same symbols on the top and the bottom? I knew there was one more little placement option. If that's the only card in a row, that is the only one that you can shift. So say you have it top aligned and you get a card later that you want to bottom align. If there's no other cards in a row, you can shift the alignment only on the tinctures with the symbols that are the same to place, and then place the other card with the alignment that you would prefer. That's
yeah, but once you already have one lined here,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's only if it's the only card in that row.
Your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to acquire. Get one of each. Let's see if I want to keep them. Yeah, I'll keep them.
My turn?
Mm-hmm. You didn't do your prestige for your...
Oh, yeah.
The cool thing about this game, if you do forget to mark your prestige, well, unless you've used the abatement token. But if you've just placed single cards, it's easy to figure out if you forgot to place it. Okay, so I'm going to acquire.
So when you're placing, you want to make sure that you're not covering up the areas that you're going to be using to score these.
Okay.
And I'm going to acquire. Let's see if I want to keep. What's this question mark one?
Mm.
I mean, it could be any symbol.
I guess so.
So
I'm assuming, yes. I would have to be.
Yeah, I think I would be obtaining that one.
They don't... Oh, yeah. Can count as any single augmentation. Yeah, I never noticed that. There are some that have little question marks here, so it's like a wild for your augmentation. That's actually pretty handy. Okay, so I'm going to place this one, put my 4 there, and move up. You forgot to move your prestige tracker again.
Oh. Okay. So let's see. I'm keeping. The hand size 7, right?
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and play because I want to skip. I want to get that animal token first. It's an extra 2 points at the end of the game. So I'm going to place mine here. Oh, actually, I can't place that there. Got to place it here because these are both aligned correctly. And I'm paying an extra prestige, but I go 3. I get an animal token, and he gets a herald token. So this is already worth an additional 2 points at the end of the game.
Okay, my turn. So, let's see.
And you want to constantly be checking, see if you've achieved any of these goals.
So does this stay random forever, so you could keep on
Which
using
I
it
have.
to use as any of these, or once you set it, it has
Well,
to
that's
stay?
at the end of the game
Oh,
when you're scoring. So,
oh yeah.
and actually for there, yeah, I would think once you use it, yes, I would think if you use it for a distinction token, and I did achieve this. So, so that's another thing. He gets a herald token whenever the first person claims, and you can see the little herald token icon there. The first person to claim an award on the distinction cards, all the other players get a herald token. It's like a consolation prize, but that's a good consolation prize because those come in handy.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to acquire. I need more tinctures. Okay.
Okay, I'm keeping.
Okay. And I'm going to pay those 2. And I go up 5. I've never seen this one either. I guess that's none. It has no augmentation.
Get those
I
2.
didn't notice that before.
I get 2. Actually, 15. And I get this one for end game.
Okay, so I'm going to have to collect cards. I'm going to keep those. Haven't you done this one? It's only 3 or more, 2 plus.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm helping him out, but. Do you play?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Placing this one.
Oh, so that's the black shield we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So he is close.
I got it.
Do you have the 3 castles?
Oh, it's 3. Wow. No, I don't.
I'm not close to any of those others.
So I'm paying with this one.
See? Putting my cadency down. This one. And I go up 2. You didn't move your prestige one, did you?
No. Okay, I'm placing this one. And with this one, so I move up 2.
Okay. It's that one. Pay with this one. I go up 5. So I get another animal token for passing that, and Anthony gets another herald token. Oh, I get a herald token because you claimed. Did you claim that one already?
Yeah.
Did you have 3 swords?
Oh, no, I didn't. Keep forgetting that it has that. Okay. Switch.
Oh, did I move mine up? I don't think I. Oh, yeah, I did.
All right.
Okay. So I need to acquire. Guess I'll just keep them.
Okay, we'll place it here. And that gives me 2. And I actually did do this one. I got
Okay.
3 of those.
So I get a herald token. Yeah, you're doing better on the augmentations. Okay. So.
Oh. I have this one.
Do you?
Yep. Sword, cross, and castle.
Wow, you're reading this fast. I get another herald token. All right. So I'll keep mine. We haven't been using our herald tokens at all.
No. Grab this one.
I'm just going to keep them.
Changing for these 2.
The ones you just drew, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to place this one. And I'm going to pay for it. This one. And I'll move up 4. Oh, wait. I can't place that. Forgot about the alignment. Wait.
Actually, you can place as many as you want, can't you?
Yeah, as long as you have enough to pay for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So I need to take that back. I totally messed up. This is the one I'm going to place. That one. So I go up 3. And I'm going to pay with this one. And I think I can place another one.
I'm playing both of these, paying with both of these. So.
Oh, and that's the thing. He didn't break this rule, but you have to pay for each card with one card that equals the prestige or more. You can't add several cards. Like when he played 2 there, you can't add up all the prestige of the cards you're discarding. I hope that makes sense. Like if you're playing a 3, you have to discard 1 card or more than 1 card that's 3 or more.
1 card to pay for 1 card.
Right. Or a couple cards to pay for 1 card. But there's no change like that. It's each transaction separate is what I'm saying. I guess that makes sense.
All right, your turn.
Okay, so drop some tinctures. Oh, he's down to 1 card. Get another animal token. Herald.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
And this doesn't count as an action. I'm refilling all the...
He used his Herald token to refill the display. He's obviously looking for a certain card. Remember, you can also take the top card off the discard pile, too, if you...
Yeah, don't need that one. Okay, so I'm going to grab 2 of these. Your turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the game. Playing this one. Getting my 2 points. And he gets 1 more turn.
Okay, I'm going to put this on top of this one. I get 4 points. Actually, I can't do that. Just put this on top of this one. And I get 3 points.
Okay. So now we do the in-game scoring. Make sure I don't miss anything. So I get 2 points each for my animal tokens, so I'm at 38. We get 1 point each for our Herald tokens we didn't use. And then we score on the distinction. He got a lot of those. I got 3 for that one.
I got 1.
And then you got 9.
Yep. So I'm at 30, so 39.
We didn't do this one, did we? No? Okay, good. Because if we had, the game would have been over when you claimed that.
Yeah, I tried to get it.
Okay. Then we scored 2 points. We didn't use our abatement token at all. For me, that's a high price, the -8 prestige to pay. Now we look at the augmentations and see who has the most. So the Fleur-de-lis, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
None.
So I get 2 for that. The castles, I don't have any, so you obviously get 2 points for that. So you have a castle. The little crowns, I have 1, 2.
I have 3.
So you get 2 points. The swords, I have 1.
I have 3.
So you get 2 points. You're going to beat me. We're top. I'm ahead of you by 1 right now. So this is the game. This is the tiebreaker, or not tiebreaker, but the game changer here. I have 1, 2 crosses.
I have 1.
Yes. If he would have had 1 more cross than me, he would have won the game by 1 point.
It's about time you win a game.
I won this game last time.
I'm talking about on film.
So, as you can see, we were neck and neck. Last game, it wasn't even close, but if he had gotten 1 more cross than me, he would have won the game by by 1 point, but I only beat him by 3 points. So it was very close.
Well, she went for the track. I went for the prestige.
See, I always go for the track. To me, getting higher cards as you can and getting through that track faster seems to be the better strategy. And it's won twice for me. These are hard to come by, and it's only 3 points.
Yeah.
It's not. I didn't really focus on that much, and I didn't focus on my the augmentations either. I just try to get my board filled up as quickly as possible. And I mean, maybe I could be wrong. To me, the abatement token seems too much of a gamble, because as you could see, 8 points is a lot. If you lose 8 points, you've lost the game. But I guess if you use it a lot, because you have to keep paying when you put those cards on, so you have to have enough cards in your hand to pay for what the cards you place down. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So, but as you can see, it's a very simple game, very easy to learn, very quick to play. What did it take, like 20 minutes maybe? This game?
20, 30.
So it's one of those, if you really enjoyed playing, you could play a couple rounds, do best out of 3 or whatever to see who the winner is. So, like I said, it will be, when this airs, it will still currently be on Kickstarter if you want to check it out. And it's fun. Isn't it already funded?
Yeah.
It's already funded. So definitely you're guaranteed to
Be able
get it once it ships. I know the shipping's slow on right now with games, but so definitely check their Kickstarter out. We'll be putting the link in the description, so it makes it easy for you to find it. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like. If you're not already, please subscribe to our channel. We and leave some comments. Anthony always responds to the comments within a day, and we look forward to seeing you next time.